Welcome to the Christian Women Business Builders Podcast. I am your host, Cassie Kitzmiller, and this is your place. If you are a woman of faith who is looking to grow a business that does not result in more stress, more striving, or more on your to-do list, but to grow a business that allows you to be able to walk in greater peace, greater joy, and greater financial provision, all through partnering with the good plans of the Lord. So this is not the place for you if you are looking for that hustle and grind mentality, but this is the place for you if you are looking for a supportive community of fellow believers in business to come alongside you and point you to the good plans of our Savior. Now, for February, we have an exciting opportunity for you to join us inside the 21 days of prayer for your business. We will be leaving this open all month long. So if you are listening to this on the first of the month, or if you are listening to this at the very end of the month, please go ahead and join our free Grow Coaching Collective community, where you will be able to access and download our entire 21 days of prayer. That is our special gift for you for the month of February, because we know how important it is to pray over your business. All right. Come and join us inside the collective. Get registered for the 21 days of prayer. And I pray this episode blesses you and your business. Welcome back to the Christian Women Business Builders Podcast, or our YouTube channel if you're catching us there. My name is Cassie Kitzmiller, and I am the host of this podcast and the founder of Christian Entrepreneurs Connects, our online connection community, and Christian Women Business Builders, our community designated to help you grow your business in the goodness of God. Today, I am going to be jumping into a topic that I've had a lot of conversation about recently, and we actually hosted a workshop with an incredible guest. So if you are part of our CEC or our Grow Collective community, you have that replay up. So go check it out. It is with Kennedy, and she is an email growth strategist. So some of these points are kind of overviews from the workshop, and some of these are things that I have done or will be doing this year to help me relaunch, reactivate, revive your email list. So if you have an email list, or your goal this year is to grow your email list, then this is going to be really helpful for you. We are on this theme of revival, revive for 2025. And sometimes our email lists can kind of get a little bit of the backseat treatment. We know they're there, they're along for the ride, but they're really not up front and focused in our business. And that can be really detrimental if you're not careful, because number one, your email list is your only true direct way of contacting your people if another platform goes offline. So your email list is something that you can download. It is an actual asset to your business because it can be moved across other platforms. You can use it on a variety of different email platforms and still be able to contact your people. The same is not true if Facebook shuts down, if TikTok shuts down, even if your community platform should shut down. Your emails are the only contact information you get to carry with you a lot of times. So your email is very valuable for that reason. And number two, it's also a direct communication channel. When people are checking their email, they're not looking at 100 other things going on social media. It is an opportunity for a split second of time, if you can get their attention, to speak directly to them. So it's really important that you prioritize your email list and not let it be in the backseat. So today we're going to talk about 3 simple strategies to revive your email. All right, strategy number 1 is actually a revival campaign. So this is for you if you have an existing list that you have not been consistent with, or maybe you have shifted your marketing, you've shifted your messaging, you're creating something a little bit new. You are, maybe you've taken a break or a hiatus. You kind of took the holidays off, and the holidays turned into January, and now it's February, and you're like, it just feels awkward to jump in there and start emailing them again. A revival campaign is really effective for a couple of things. Number one, giving yourself the opportunity to get back in and start speaking to your list again. Number two is a great list cleanup. process, which is really important. Even though you want to keep your email list numbers up, if they're not active, if they're not your ideal client anymore, it's better for you to get them off your list or segmented into another part of your list so that you are not taking up valuable numbers, right? You pay per prescription or per subscription when you get to certain numbers in your plans. You don't want to be paying for people who are not active, who don't want to get your emails. So a revival email campaign is where you are essentially starting a kind of like an introduction campaign to your business again. So what this looks like is you're not welcoming them for the first time to your email list like you would in an intro email series, but you are crafting a series of 3 to 5 emails that are telling the story of where you are now, where you want to help people go, and how you're going to help them get there. So in a way, you are reintroducing yourself to your email list. Now, this can be done in a way that's very conversational, where you're kind of telling the story. This is why I took a break. This is why I took some time off. This is what the Lord showed me, and this is where He's taking me. I'm excited to take you with me. Or it can be a little bit more of a kind of like a newsletter vibe where you're telling them, this is what's to come. This is what we're going to be doing. So if you wanted to make it conversational, it's a great time to tell, again, part of your story, which people love. It helps create engagement. It helps build that know, like, trust factor. And it allows people to understand maybe why you've been quiet for a while. But let's be honest, a lot of people don't even know that you haven't been emailing them. I know if there are several people who I'm on their list that if they took a break and then emailed me again, I wouldn't have even known there'd been a break. Now, you may be different. You may not get as many emails as I do, but don't overthink it. Reintroduce yourself. Tell them why, what's been going on, where you are going and where you want to help them go, and then how you're going to help them get there. Those 3 to 5 emails can reactivate and give your people the opportunity to unsubscribe if they're no longer interested. Now, that may hurt a little bit to see those numbers drop initially, but remember that the people that are remaining are an engaged audience, and that's super valuable. So number 1 is reviving your current email list with a reactivation campaign. Tip number 2 in reviving your email list is to launch a live event. Ideally, this will correspond with something going on in your business that you could either launch off the back end, maybe just present some, if you have Bible studies, if you have downloads, if you have print on demand, an event can actually be formed around those resources so that you're selling throughout the event, or it can just be a free service event. We just kicked off our 21 days of prayer for your business, completely free, as our first email list growth campaign for 2025. So what we've done inside of CWBB is I've created in our private community, you're welcome to join, I'll drop the link below, 21 days of prayer specifically for your business where you can log in, get a prayer every day, chat with the community, and really get into that time with the Lord for your business completely free. Now, I'm not selling anything on the back end of this. I don't have a launch. I don't have like a big push. I'll invite people to join our community because we do that all the time. But the goal here is to reactivate the community, create some engagement, and grow our email list. So think about what kind of things could you do, whether it's a challenge, whether it's a study, whether it's a event, something that you can do to get people excited and get them registering for your email list. Even if it's not part of a setup launch. A lot of people think if I'm going to do an event, I have to have a launch. And it creates a lot of mental tension, right? Like, oh, I've got to have all these steps and I've got to have this fancy sales page and I've got to have the timeline and the open cart and the close. It becomes overly complicated. Think about how can I serve quickly, easily, and be able to grow my list with the right people through doing a live event. All right, now the third one is one that you've heard before, but I want to reintroduce it with kind of a different mindset. So the third one is by launching a lead magnet. Now, a lead magnet is traditionally something that you offer people for free, that they can go and put their email address in to receive that guide, that download, that whatever it is. Lead magnets are still great opportunities. I don't want to make you think that lead magnets are dead, because they're not. But lead magnets, just handing somebody, creating a free guide or a free PDF, or just telling them kind of the basics of what they already know. Can it be successful? Yes. But is it going to be as successful as it could be? No. People are your online audience are looking for solutions. They're looking for something that actually helps them make progress. So here are the kind of lead magnets that I've seen be really helpful and that I'm helping my clients create for 2025. Number one are tools. So instead of just creating a guide that tells them, the top 10 weight loss tips, like, it's a good guide, right? Like, yay, I can go download that. But more than likely, they probably know most of the tips on there. And it's not going to be as exciting as an actual tool that's going to help them accomplish something. So instead of giving them a free guide or a free PDF, think about what kind of tool or resource do I have that I can give them. This may look like a calorie tracker. This may look like a water, a daily water intake tracker. This may look like a step counter where they can put their steps in over the course of a period of time. This could look like a meal planner where they're able to, so much fun stuff with AI where they can put in their calorie count or their goals, their macros, and it can spit out a couple of menu options. Things that are more interactive and that people can actually use to help them achieve that goal are going to be really beneficial. But here is the icing on the cake, the cherry on top of the sundae. You want to record or provide an opportunity for you to explain that tool to them. So we just created, inside of our community, we created a free lead connection tracker. So it actually helps people connect with their people and then track out those leads so that they're able to build those relationships. The tracker itself is a great tool, but we recorded a video telling about the tool and how our community is the place for them to make those connections. So now they not only get a tool, but they also get a video explaining how to use the tool and an invitation to come and join us inside the community. So you can see how much more powerful that is than just a PDF. Now, another lead magnet that works really well is a mini video series, a mini training series, or a private podcast. Now, this is great because it can be content you already have, and all you're doing is creating a landing page to capture their email addresses, and then you're giving them access. I've seen this be really, really easy done on the tech side, where you just take a single web page, pop the 3 video trainings on there with a button at the bottom to book a call, join the community, whatever your call to action is. All you have to do is have them register and then get the link to go to that page. Now, this is really, really valuable as well because you can help people get an instant win. We do this inside our Grow Collective by giving them a free access to a mini training we have on Flip the Funnel. It's called the Flip the Funnel Challenge. They register and they get access to all of those videos, plus the opportunity, if they complete them, to book a free call. Now, this gets people taking action. It allows them to actually see you as a solution and helps them make progress. The comments I get on those videos are so enjoyable because people are engaged. They're getting value. They're like, this is so helpful. Now, you want to make sure when you do this that the trainings you set up lead them to need more of your help. So in that Flip the Funnel Challenge, I'm helping them identify how to flip their marketing funnel so that they can serve people at a higher level and attract the right clients. Now, I can't tell them how to set all that up in a video series, right? Like that's what I help them do inside our mastermind. So it's important that your training helps them accomplish something, get some clarity, make a quick win, make progress, but that it leads to being able to work more with you. It creates that hunger for more of what you have. Now, those three tips right there, if you will implement any one of them, take your pick, whichever one you feel like is going to make the most difference in your business. If you will take one of those, either running a revival campaign to your existing list, getting it cleaned up, getting your people responding back to you, getting them excited to see you in their inbox again. Number two, creating an opportunity for people to register for something, creating a challenge, creating an event, a workshop, something that you are getting new, excited, right fit clients onto your list. Or number three, re-looking at the lead magnet, creating something interactive, creating something that is a tool or a training or something a little bit more valuable than just a free PDF download. Another one I have on that real quick is we sell a planner that is part of our kind of, our funnel, our stack, our offer stack. And that planner, a couple of times a year, we will run ads to it where people can get it for free. Now, I don't feel disgenuine doing that because I'm having to pay for ads to run. So for me, I'm like, if I'm getting their attention, that's a lead that I paid for. I can justify giving that for free. If somebody comes and downloads it, well, that's awesome. That means our organic marketing is working. And so it helps me track where are the best leads coming from. So even think about things that you may offer for paid that you can open up a few times a year and do as a special incentive to grow your email list. All right. I hope this has been helpful for you. And I hope it helps you prioritize growing your email list in 2025. Remember, no matter if you are starting in February or if you're listening to this in August, it's never too late to prioritize the revival of your email list. All right, let me know which one of these tips you are going to implement first. And if you need more help on this, please come and join us inside the Grow Coaching community where we help you create the structures, create the frameworks for a business that is sustainable and grows in the Lord. And you can always join our free 21 days of prayer if you are listening to this in the month of February. All right, blessings on you. And I cannot wait to hit you next week with another Revive in 25 edition.